announced last night was both brutal and unfounded. Unfounded because you don't correct trade imbalances by putting tariffs in place. The basics of economic theory show the opposite, particularly as the imbalance doesn't take into account services, including digital services, to cite just one, if not others. The scale and the negative dimension will impact above all the American economy. And one thing is sure after last night. The American economy and Americans, be that businesses or the people, will come out of this weaker and poorer than yesterday. And we need to hammer that point home. And we need to stand strong because these decisions are not bearable for the American economy itself. Above all, in this phase, we need to stay united and determined. I say that because I know that the biggest will have a tendency to play for themselves, and that's not a good idea. We have a strength, a market of 450 million people. That's Europe. The European Union is a market of 450 million consumers. It's more than the American market. So if the Europeans play it together, which means preparing a response which is unified, proportionate, but real, and then all sectors have a coherent response with real solidarity within the sector, then we will reach our objective, which is dismantling these tariffs. The American diagnosis, in essence, is right, but the response is wrong. So let's have the same diagnosis. There is too much deindustrialization in the West. The solution is not to put in place tariffs and break global trade. The solution is to increase productivity in the West. I think what's important, and that's all the work that must be done by the sector, that future investments or investments announced in recent weeks should be suspended until things are clarified with the United States. Because what message will it send to have big European players investing billions of euros in the American economy at a time when we're being hit? So we must show collective solidarity.